Now, the whole reason that he came up with the boxes and rules for the use of the system, I mean, how he came up with all this, he observed price behavior. Again, his whole thing was, I'm just looking for something that works and that I can rely on. So he observed the price behavior, and then he saw that the price would step up in definable steps, and these were defined by the markets, not by analysts, not by what he thought, not by his broker, or anybody else. He was dealing with facts to tell him, what the price is doing. And he would base his buy and sell points on those definable ranges if they made sense. Now, of course, if the range on a box, I mean, if it's a $15 stock and the range on the first Darvis box is $4, you might want to think twice about getting in on that one. You need to take a closer look at it. That would not indicate necessarily a low enough volatility or a substantial enough price settlement or settling down, stabilization around the 52-week high. So you still got to use your good judgment on it. Plus, again, of course, this is also where you're having a risk defined for you. So with the classic Darvis method, I mean, it came up with the boxes and the rules for the use of his system. The rules were really, really important. He knew that he needed to be able to pick his entry and exit points in advance of placing the initial purchase. And it was something that he set as a personal rule for himself, and it was really, he knew that if he was going to make money and not lose money, that he had to have all this definable for himself, especially his risk. Nobody likes to make money on a trade or see your profits going up only to hand it all back, either on that trade or the next one. So Darvis knew, especially when he had invested heavily in one particular stock, he knew that he had to manage his risk or he was done. So having the risk predefined prior to entering the trade is extremely helpful. It lets you take a look at your given situation and your resources and your risk management rules, and lets you know if this is a trade you should even look at, even though it might look good. Does it work for your circumstances? So the decision rules for the market moves were clear, and the best thing about it was Darvis didn't put himself in a position where he had to watch the market, except for moves in his favor. His system, it really let him go ahead and pursue his full-time career as a dancer and travel the world, and he didn't have to worry about timing, and with the automatic orders, it was great because he could have the timing and the execution on his orders, and his risk management was automatic. If he was unavailable for 3 days and the markets fell apart, he didn't have to worry that he was going to get back to checking things, and he's lost half his fortune. He had all stop loss orders in place.